Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Corinne, also known as Cakes Corey. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing okay, but we will get into that in a second. But you already know that we're back with another makeup releases video. So, before I start off that video, I am feeling meh because I haven't been wearing makeup that much. I usually don't put on makeup unless I'm going out, which I don't do that much anymore, or when I'm filming. Just like a little nice release when I'm filming to just do my makeup and everything. But you know, lately my skin has just been dry, which is very weird because I'm very oily. So for it to be dry is so weird, and my foundations are just not looking good. My skin is breaking out because I'm back to work, so I'm breaking out all right here on my nose, right here because my shield sits right here. I don't want to say hate because that's just too intense of a word, but I just am so unsatisfied with the way my makeup's been looking, and I've been getting like frowning lines, not even smile lines, frowning lines. They literally will not go away. Like, they've been showing up under my makeup for the past like couple weeks, and it's really frustrating. My eyeshadow today is okay. It didn't really come out as opaque. Like, this is glitter up here and it's not supposed to be going up there, but it didn't come out as opaque as I wanted it to. But I'm not surprised because a lot of people talked about this palette. And I'm wearing the In a Trance by Colourpop. I used this whole side. I didn't use these pinks and purples, and it's okay. I mean, I expected more from it. I mean, at the same time I didn't because I heard so many reviews on it. This is like my first time doing like a blue look, so I'm okay with it. It's just not as like opaque as I thought it was gonna be. And this Clarity shade, which I believe is, it's like so bright you can barely see it. I believe it's like a Super Shock, and it just wouldn't stick on the brush, and I'm just had a lot of trouble with this palette. I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite, honestly. And then I used the NYX Epic Wear liner in Graphic Purple, and I love this. So you already know I love these, but my eyelashes are just bugging me too because they're very like some are long and then some are short. I'm like, what the heck happened? Like, I'm just having a really tough makeup day today, and I don't like the way my foundation looks. It went outside and I looked so pale, and I was like, oh my god. So I had to try and like put blush, but this light is washing me out. I'm just very negative today, and I'm trying not to be, but I just am not feeling okay with myself. So with that being said, let's try and be positive and have some positivity in this new releases video. And this makes me happy, like filming and stuff, so this will probably make me feel better. But with that being said, as you already know, these pics and descriptions are from the accounts listed below. I will also say where they are from before I read off the descriptions. And with that being said, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, hit that like button, share your little hearts away. And we're gonna get into the new releases for this week. Let's go. Okay, so we're gonna start off with some good beauty news. This is from the KVD Beauty brand. We love KVD. This is via Trend Mood 1, KVD Reinvented. Each letter stands for a Latin term that act like pillars that drive the brand forward and inspire the facets of the brand. I think that's the word, facets. K stands for Cara, which means value. V is for Veritas. I think I'm saying that right, Veritas. Truth, which means truth. And then D for Decors, which is beauty. And it's tattooed inspired vegan beauty. And then they put out a quote saying, "We want to thank everyone for supporting us on this ongoing journey together." So I love that they changed the name. They kind of already did because it went from Kat Von D Beauty to KVD Vegan Beauty, and I thought that was like so long, and I've always just referred to it as KVD. So I think that them realizing that everyone just calls it KVD Beauty, I think that they were very smart to rename it just in general, because Kat Von D is not part of the brand anymore. I think it was very smart for them to rename it in general, but to rename it and use the actual letters rather than KVD Vegan Beauty, this long thing. I think that was very smart. I like that they have these Latin words behind it, that someone or people in the company were so innovative enough to think of that, and to, like, it's inspiring. And I'm very excited, like I've said in past videos, I'm very excited for what they have in store and to buy some of their new products. I really think I'm gonna do, when I have enough money, I think I'm gonna do a haul and like something from every category KVD haul, and retry out some new things, love some old things. We definitely need to get on that. But I also like how they had that quote, "We want to thank everyone for supporting us on this ongoing journey." So I love that they said that, because they really, like, a lot of people have been really supporting them and getting back into that brand. And I love that they're noticing that, and they're basically thanking us and saying, like, we're listening to you. Like, you're the future, we're listening to you. So I love that about them too. And I think as a brand without Kat Von D in it, I think it's gonna flourish so much. Like, I could already tell from the past like month or two that she hasn't been involved. I think it's been like 2 months. It's been flourishing so much. So very excited for that. I just want to start off with happy news. All right, and we got my girl Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. We already knew she was gonna be putting something out, because she was getting accepted into Ulta, as if it's a college. She got accepted into it. Not accepted, she is at Ulta now. So we all knew that she was going to be coming out with something, because how can you be in a store but not have any products? What? And let me tell you, she has a full collection of face powders. She has highlighter, bronzer, blush and bronzer duos. She has highlighters. She has like loose, we'll talk about it right now, but so they're available now via Trendmood 1. We have 7 big blush and bronzer duos. We have highlighters are back in singles, and there's 2 new shades, and I believe that those are $29. The new shades are I think it's Va Boom, but on the thing it said Va Ava Boom. I don't think that's right. And Go for Gold. The Loose Beaming Light, that's a new shade. They have a new shade in Hypnotic. And the highlighters were $29. I don't know how much the other things were, but I did end up getting a highlighter, because I already told you guys I was like very excited to get something from her brand. And like, I haven't had a lot of money, so I'm like, I'm not trying to buy a bunch of new things, and I'm trying to focus on bills and all that stuff. But I was like, I have to get something from her brand, because I've been saying how much I want to, and I need to do it now. So I got a highlighter from her. I did want a blush and bronzer, but literally a lot of her stuff was already sold out, like after like 3 hours of being on the website. So I got a highlighter. I got it in Sparks. So since it's more of a fair skin tone one, I think it has like a yellow, like gold shift. I think it's very similar to the Anastasia Iced Out highlighter. So I was gonna pick up that one, but when I get the Jaclyn Hill one, and if I like that one a lot, I don't think I'm gonna get the ABH one. But yeah, so I'm very excited to see how those are, and I'm very excited to see what her brand has in store. Next up, we have Miss Natasha Denona. So let me know how you guys feel about this, but this is the new Circo Loco palette. Available soon online, in stores at Sephora already, because I saw pictures of people finding it actually in stores, but it's going to be soon online. So, okay, via Trendmood 1, a colorful story with 15 different shades and finishes, pastels, bright and deep shades. Maybe it's $129. We don't know yet. Whoever saw it in store didn't really say how much it was, so we think it's $129. Like, but it looks like it's the size of like the Love palette and the Bronze palette, but it might be a little bigger. I'm not really familiar with her $120, $29 ones, because I don't really get those ones. Honestly, like, I'm not a fan of this color story. I'm really, really not. And I'm trying not to hate, but like, I think this was rushed. I think that she didn't have to come out with anything. I honestly think that she could have the last thing she came out with was the Mini Love collection, and that was in February. And this is the beginning of March. Like, I don't really think she needed to come out with anything else, like, right away, like Colourpop does. I don't expect that from her brand. I just think that this was rushed. I don't think there was no promoting about this. No one knew about this. No one knew this was coming out. No one. And I'm just like, when I saw it, I was like, what is this? What is this? And if it is for $129, what? Like, I would be like, okay, like whatever if it was the $65, but it's $129. And I was like, what? What? Like, I honestly, and it's weird that she didn't even promote it, and it makes me think that it was something that was rushed and she almost didn't stand behind it. You know what I mean? Like, to just put it out like that and not say anything about it or promote it or anything. I kind of was like, what the heck? And like, I think it's just isn't for me because I don't get this color story. And like, I'm not saying her eyeshadows are bad. I'm not saying they're fantastic, but like I like the palettes that I have because I like the color story and I know like what I'm gonna do with it. But with this palette, I don't know what I'm doing with this if I had it. Like, I just don't understand the color story. I also don't like the name Circo, Loco. I don't know, circus. Like, when I'm thinking about that, I'm thinking of like a circus. Like, I just like, this isn't my color story and I don't like it. And I think it was very rushed. I think if maybe there's a little bit more time and like thought out shades to give a cohesive color story, I think that would have been a lot better for $129. But like, let me know if you guys are gonna pick this up or if this speaks to you, because I don't know how I feel about this. I'm confused. Next up, we have a collab with Sephora. Do you guys know what it is? It's Coach and Sephora collab. It's available now. I got this via Hotfire Makeup limited edition collab inspired by Rebels and Dreamers, unites Coach's free-spirited attitude with beauty expertise of Sephora collection. It includes a Rexy eyeshadow palette for $38. $38. A Sharky eyeshadow palette and a Uni face palette. Those are all $38 each. Tea Rose lip gloss set for $36. Tea Rose brush set for $68. The brush set is $68. The Tea Rose eye mask set for $16. The Tea Rose nail set for $18. So I just feel like this collection was very unexpected too. Like, we had no hype about this or anything. Sorry, my nose is itchy today. But I think it's like cute. Like, I think it's cute, but at the same time, like, I don't think it's very practical. Like, I feel like this is for collectors. I don't feel like this is something that I wouldn't get the unicorn one or the shark one or the T-Rex one and put it on my actual purse and use it. It's not like smart for me. Like, it's not smart for me to spend my money on something like that. I think it's very cute, and if I was a huge collector, I would probably get it. But then also for $38 for shades that are like probably this tiny. I feel like they're as tiny as a dime. Like, that's how tiny like I'm getting from this packaging. I don't know how tiny it is, but that's how tiny I'm getting from the packaging. So I'm kind of like, I don't know. I think it's really cute though. Like, if you're a collector, you totally like this. Just not for me, honestly. And like, I'm not a person that would use like these little things that you hang off your purse, like keychains. Duh, that's what they're called. I'm not a person that would use a keychain that had makeup in it off my purse. You know what I mean? Or like the ones that are lip glosses. I don't really use those. And we also have Tarte. This is the Breezy Cream Blush, available now via at That's So Taupe. It's available in 3 shades and they're each $27. So that's all the info I have from that. I think they came out with bronzers because I was looking at these blushes. I'm like, why have I never, like, this is, like, it was just like that. Like, I just saw it on Instagram, available now. And I was like, why didn't we hear anything about this? But apparently I found out later on that they have bronzers that are also in like this oval, like turquoise compact. And apparently they're cream bronzers and they're pretty good. And I'm like, why haven't I heard that they even had those? Like, I haven't been hearing anything about Tarte. And then when I do, it's like flops. So I don't know what happened to me hearing about these bronzers, and then now they have blushes. So I'm kind of curious to try them. But at the same time, like, I'm not a huge cream fan, like cream product fan. I'm still getting into it. So I think I'm going to wait off. And I think I'm going to wait until we have more like reviews on it. But I think these are cute. I like how big the pans are. And for $27, like, that's not bad. Like 20 to like 25, you know, that range isn't that bad for a blush that's this size. And someone was holding one on a YouTube channel. I don't know who it was, but they had them and it was like a pretty big size. So I think that that's like pretty good for your money, you know? Alright, and you already know that Colourpop has a new cream blush thing coming out. It's the Cheek Dew Serum Blush. It's available now via Trend Mood 1, a pillow soft formula that combines skin-loving ingredients with fleet rush of color. It's lightweight, buildable to leave cheeks looking naturally flushed with a hint of dew. 10 shades in nudes, peaches, corals, mauves, and pinks. Hyaluronic acid to deeply quench skin with vital hydration, vitamin C to help boost radiance and even skin tone, and then vitamin E to nourish and supplement skin with vital antioxidants. For application, use fingertips, beauty sponge, or a duo fiber brush. Apply before using powder products. So I think these are cute. Like I said before, I'm oily, so I'm very skeptical to use something that has dew in it or dewy. I think if you are dry skin, I think you would probably really like these. I have heard many people like talking about these already, and I think you can build them up from what I've heard. From what I've seen from swatches, they are very sheer, but like I said, you can build them up. I don't think this is for me. Like I just said, I'm still getting into cream products, so like I'm skeptical to like buy brand new cream products. Like I want to get better at it before I like invest my money in it. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? This isn't really like beauty, but like to me this is beauty. So this is Bath and Body Works. This is a lip gloss. It's available now, and I got this via That's So Taupe. They have multiple flavors. From what I can see, they have mango, guava, passion fruit, and coconut, maybe more. So I added this in here because Bath and Body Works used to have like very sparkly like lip glosses. They were like the Liplicious ones when I was in like middle school and I think high school, and I loved those. Those were my favorite. So when I saw they were coming out with more lip glosses, I was like, they're not, I don't know if they're gonna be sparkly or not, but I kind of wish that they would come out with the sparkly ones again, because those were so cute, and those would be so in today. They'd be so in. They should definitely bring those back because I would wear those, and they're gonna be selling them for $8.50 too, I believe. So I would definitely buy a lip gloss for $8.50 from Bath and Body Works while I'm getting my fragrance or my body wash or hand wash. I would totally do that. So Bath and Body Works, you should definitely bring back the Liplicious ones because I loved those. And then we have from Urban Decay, we have new products available now via Trend Mood 1. We have Moon Dust Shadow for $22. Shadow singles give you maximum sparkle, supercharged color, and long-lasting shimmering finish that lasts up to 16 hours. They're caffeine-packed, velvety, vegan eyeshadow formula in Glitter Rock, Lithium, Solstice, Space Cowboy, and Cosmic. Then we also have the 24/7 Shadow, which is $19. They're very high pigmented. They have 4 finishes: matte, satin, shimmer, metallic. The rest of the description for that is the same as the Moon Dust Shadow, so I'm not going to go over that all over again. You can use these ones wet or dry. And then we have the 24/7 Shadow Sticks for $26. These are creamy, supercharged color in 3 fade-proof finishes: matte, satin, shimmer, and metallic. That's not 3, that's 4. Matte, satin, shimmer, and metallic. Supercharged, caffeine packed again, vegan, glides on smooth, allowing time to blend, then it dries down waterproof for up to 24 hours with built-in sharpener, and that one has 11 shades. Yeah. So I think these are pretty as like toppers, the Moon Dust and the 24/7 ones. I'm not a fan of like shadow sticks. I personally won't be getting any of these because, like I've said multiple times, I don't use my single shadow stuff that much. I'm trying hard to use my singles, and a lot of my singles are glitter products. So I kind of like single glitter products because they're like, I don't like a lot of glitters that are in palettes. I like the single glitters that come in like little pots or like the Stila ones, stuff like that. But these ones, they don't look as glittery to me as I thought they would, and I rather have their like liner, like their glitter liners, their metal, I already can't remember what they're called. They're metal liners. I have one, I can't remember what it's called, but I like those better than like an actual single eyeshadow like that. I'm not a fan of shadow sticks. If I was to get shadow sticks, I think I would get the e.l.f. ones. I don't think I would pay that much money for one. I think that if you're into this stuff and into single shadows, you would definitely like it. And I think Urban Decay does have really good like single shadow formulas. It's just not for me. I sound negative, and I'm trying not to sound negative. It's just I personally, it's not my preference, so like I wouldn't get it, but I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not for me. So I'm not trying to be negative, I swear. Next up, we have Nyx Cosmetics. They've been the new Birthstone collection, the March palette. It's available now via Trend Mood 1. It's the Aquamarine palette. It's oversized sparkling light blue hero shade, range of blues plus warm to cool tone neutrals, pressed glitter, matte, and shimmer finishes for $9. Like I've said before, I think these palettes are very cute. They're very innovative. You don't hear about a lot of companies doing Birthstone palettes. We did horoscopes. We did... I don't even know what else we did. Horoscopes. I feel like there's something else that I can't think of off the top of my head. I haven't heard anyone do birthstones though, so I kind of like that, and I like how they're doing each month. So I like this blue one. I think the past two have been great also. I haven't picked them up yet. I have a lot of mini palettes also. I have like all my bite-sized ones, so I'm kind of trying to like use what I have before I like buy a bunch of other things, but I do think that these are really cute, and if I do a haul one day and it just so happens to be in my basket, you know, I'm gonna get it. Plus, I'm still trying to get into blue eyeshadow, aka what I did today was trying to get into blue eyeshadow because I don't use blue eyeshadow that much. So I'm trying to work my way into it, work my way into more colors. So, next up, we got Fenty Beauty. This is the new Body Sauce. Available March 5th for $48. Via Trend Mood 1, it's a blurring body tint that enhances the skin you're in with light to medium buildable coverage to even out and instantly blur away the appearance of blemishes and imperfections with a silky texture. Its transfer-resistant formula, comfortable and smooth to the touch, the lightweight gel cream formula blends into skin, leaving a sun-kissed, healthy-looking radiance. It contains, I can't say this word, babasu oil and vitamin E. I think that's how you say it. And then it comes in 7 shades. So the colors they have are Pearl Swirl, which is light to light medium, Honey medium, Agave Spice is a medium to medium deep, Salty Caramel is a medium deep to deep, Fly Mamacita is medium deep to deep, and then Chocolate Rain is a deep. I think that these are going to be like skin tints from what I'm kind of getting from it. I wouldn't be surprised if they have a little bit more coverage than a skin tint also, because it says that they will cover blemishes and imperfections and stuff like that. So maybe it'll be similar to like the CC cream from e.l.f. Don't quote me on that. That's just all speculation. It has 7 shades, which I'm not really like mad about because a lot of skin tints have very little shade ranges. I'm not mad at that. I think the Pearl Swirl, which is the light to light medium, from what I can tell in these swatches and these pictures, that's going to be too dark for me because I'm so pale. Like in the swatch pictures we have here, that looks like a color for like someone who's like more light medium skin tone. I don't think that that would really work for my skin tone, but honestly, I'm not even mad because how many brands have come out with more light shades than they have dark shades? I'm not even mad that this won't fit me because they have way more, like all of this from the 7 shades, they have more dark shades. And you know what? Good, because we don't have a lot of brands that have enough dark skin tint shades. So if Fenty Beauty is going to do that, then go ahead. I'm happy for them because like I feel like a lot of brands don't do enough dark skin or darker shades in their skin tints. So the fact that she has like deeper skin tones and like medium, I think that's great. I'm not mad that I can't use it because I'm happy that other people with darker skin shades can use this. Honestly, it is what it is. And I'm glad that she came out with darker shades for that, and they seem to be more medium to deep skin tones, which I like because like I've said before, not a lot of companies come out with skin tints for deeper shades like that. They'll have like 1 deep and 1 medium and a bunch of light medium shades. So not even mad. Good for her. Curious to see how this looks on people because I wonder if it's going to be like full coverage or if it's going to be like light. I'm very curious because I'm getting the skin tint vibe from it, but maybe it's not. I don't know. Speculation. And let's see, maybe she'll come out with more shades if it does good. I don't know. But I think that this is a good launch, and I think that a lot of our medium to deep skin tone honeys would love it. So We're gonna go on to NYX Cosmetics. This is the Milky Gloss, available soon at Ulta for $8.50 each, not bad. Via app That's So Taupe. It's gonna be March 7th online and March 21st in stores at Ulta. So I think these are cute. That's all the information I have on them so far. I think these are cute. I'm kind of wondering if they're gonna be like similar to the Butter Gloss, because they look like they're even in the Butter Gloss packaging, and it's called a Milky Gloss. So when I think of like a Milky Gloss, I literally think of a gloss with like a little bit of color, so it's like a little opaque but not too opaque. And I feel like the Butter Glosses are already like that. Like the Butter Gloss is like colored lip gloss, but it's not super opaque where it's gonna change your whole lip color, but it is gonna like give you a little bit flush of color and make your lipstick a little different or like lighter, but it's not gonna completely change the whole color. So I feel like the Milky Gloss would essentially be the Butter Gloss. Does anyone else feel that way, or is it just me? Like, that's the way that I feel. I probably will pick one of these up though. I like the colors. They have like a good variety of colors. I like the nudes and the mauve shade. I honestly will probably pick one of these up eventually when I'm in Ulta. I already like their butter gloss, so we already know we're gonna like this Milky Gloss, honestly. And then next up we have Cara Beauty, or Cara Beauty. I think it's Cara Beauty. I like saying Cara sometimes though, like caramel. I think it's Cara Beauty, but it's the Blissful Eyeshadow Collection, available now for $17.99 each via Cara Beauty official page, created with all things bliss in mind. That's literally all it says. But I think this is like their spring collection. If you haven't heard of Cara Beauty, I learned of them from Leslie Marie 1213, I think is her handle. I'll link her down below, but I heard of them from her, and I saw her use, they had like these palettes, these 3 palettes that were based around like 420, I think, or like High Times, like cannabis, stuff like that. And the pigmentation on those palettes was so good, and like every palette she used like each one of those palettes, I think, and they were all great. And so I was like, I need to start following this brand because their pigmentation is insane, and I want to consider them like an indie brand. So I started following them, and they have this spring collection, and I think that these palettes are cute. Like, I think that these are Colourpop worthy. Like Colourpop, this looks like something Colourpop would release, but I think that they did a better job on the color story. Honestly, I really think that they did. And the pigmentation I already know is gonna be there. I don't know how their pressed glitters are. I think they are pretty good, and you have some in these palettes, but I already know that their pigment is gonna be great, and I've seen swatches of these online, and I want to put them out there because $17.99 for one of these palettes, like, that's great. That is like Colourpop pricing almost. And I think from what I've seen from these shadows in the past, they're really good. I think the Beyond the Sky palette speaks to me the most. That's the one that's in the middle here. I believe it's the blue and like orange one. That one speaks to me the most because that's just like a totally different color story that I've ever like seen or have in my collection. The top one, the pink, I think it's like pink and orange, I like that one too. The bottom one I believe is like yellowy purpley neutrals. That's the one that speaks to me the least, but I also like it. Like, I don't not like it. Like, I like all of these palettes, and I think that these are all beautiful for spring, and I like the inlays of the little flowers on them. I think that if you want a spring palette and you don't want to get something from Colourpop, or Colourpop isn't speaking to you, I think you should definitely check these out and go to this brand and look up some of their other stuff, because they have some really great things and their pigmentation is perfect. All right, and then we have the Makeup Forever Water Tone Foundation, available March on Sephora website for $37 each via Trendmood 1, the first foundation that overcomes all the barriers to using foundation. It's certified good for skin. 94% of it has natural ingredients with a natural fresh finish and totally no transfer and mask proof. It has 23 shades. 3 of the shades are Asia exclusive. And it says, note, the water tone is replacing water blend, but the formula is similar, but not exactly the same. Okay. I don't really buy a lot from Makeup Forever. I think I literally have like one product from them, and it was a highlighter that I still have, like the Profusion Light highlighter, you know those? I had one of those, I think. I don't really, like I said, I don't really buy anything from them. I hear that their foundations are really good. I just personally have yet to try any of their foundations. I haven't heard of one that like is so good that I need to get it like right now. This isn't for me. I also don't buy a lot of foundations. Like when I do, I have to be like super hyped up and I have to do research and I have to know if I'm gonna like it or not. Other than that, like when I see foundations, they don't really like intrigue me. Like I know what foundations I like and I stick to them. It doesn't really intrigue me like an eyeshadow palette release would. But if you're into Makeup Forever, you would probably like this. It has 23 shades. It's not bad, but I think we could do better with it. And from the shades that I see swatched, some of them are like really weird and a lot of them like weird colors. And like there's one that's like pink and I'm like, someone commented on it. They were like, what is this for a flamingo? And it literally made me laugh. And I knew exactly what shade they were talking about. But most of the shades in this range are mostly medium and there's not a lot of deep skin tones. And I'm just like, I don't really know how I feel about this. Like I would like deeper skin tones that we've all been advocating for forever. And I just feel like all the mediums, like tones in between the light and deep all look the same, honestly. And this is not for me. It's not for me. And the last thing that we have is from Revlon London. We don't hear a lot about them. It's the Highlight Powder. It's available now via Revlon London US. It's a weightless, radiant highlighting powders that leave your skin looking glowy and fresh. We have it in Stardust and Candlelight. So they only have 2 shades right now. I saw a video that Revlon London posted and the girl was like touching the pan and it literally was like shifting as she was touching it. And it reminded me of a Super Shock. Like, you know how the Super Shocks are like, they're almost like wet and when you press it, it kind of shifts the color. That's what this video looked like on their page. And I was like, is it like a Super Shock? Super Shock? I was like, is it like a Super Shock highlighter or is it like powder? Like, I'm very curious. And Revlon London, like, they don't have bad products and I love drugstore products. And I saw that and I was like, wow, like I haven't seen a highlighter like that from them. I don't think ever, honestly. And I was like, okay, I don't know how much it is, honestly. It doesn't say how much it is, but it's probably gonna be cheap, honestly, or like at most like $10, which I don't even think they would make it $10. I want to say they'd probably put this around like $8, but like I really want to try this and I think I'm gonna try the lighter shade. But like from what I've seen on the models on their page, it looks so pretty. Like definitely go and look for this because it looks so pretty based off the pictures. It's beautiful. And that is all we have for the week. That was a very quick rundown. We didn't have a lot to talk about for the week. That's kind of why I wanted to add in the Cara Beauty, the Revlon London, the Makeup Forever. I wasn't really going to talk about either, but I decided to add that in because we didn't really have a lot going on this week. So I want to add those in to make it a little longer, even though all my videos are a little long. But like I said before, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Let me know how you feel about this look on my Instagram because I'm going to post a little poll and see how people feel about it because I don't know how I feel about it. Let me know if there's anything you want me to go over in the comments or DM me on Instagram. And if you haven't subscribed, like I said before, subscribe. Check out my Instagram at CakedCorey. Put it right here for you. And I love you guys. Have a good night.